me that green light, Maine. Give me that green light. Give me that green light, Maine.
This Greenlight Maine finale is being brought to you by Bangor Savings Bank, the Maine Department of Economic and Community Development, MTI, the Maine Technology Institute.
Welcome to the season finale of Greenlight Maine. I'm Julian Gervais. Thanks for being here. Like so many others, we are broadcasting from home due to COVID-19. We may look a bit different, but our mission remains the same, and that is to give away $100,000 to help move one company forward, along with Maine's economy. But first, let's welcome our judges. They have all done so many amazing things for Maine, and you may recognize them. Let's start off with Corky Ellis. Hi, Corky.
Hi, Julian. Thanks. I moved with my family from New Jersey to Maine about 20 years ago to start a software company. Started Kepware Technologies, and after about 20 years, sold it to a company called PTC, which still exists in Portland.
Awesome. Next up, we have Tara Jenkins. Welcome, Tara.
Hi, Jolene. I am the founder of a consulting practice called Conscious Revolution, and I work with CEOs and founders to build conscious businesses. And I'm also the founder of the Conscious Capitalism community in Portland.
Nice. And finally, our last judge is the man I like to refer to as Mr. Maine Mag, Sandy Spalding.
Thank you, Jolene. Yes, I'm the CEO of State 23 Media. We tell great stories about Mainers through our two flagship publications, Maine Magazine and Maine Home and Design, and our great social media platforms. Glad to be here.
Thank you all so much. You've all made such big contributions to the state of Maine. We have 3 finalists, but it's important to give a big shout out to all 26 Greenlight Maine companies. Their journey began last summer and they have worked so hard. Take a look back.
In early March, 13 semifinalists were judged in 5 categories by 6 judges at Thomas College to determine our 3 finalists: Aaron Flett, Humphreys BBQ, and ITell Alert.
Time for our first pitch. If you like style and classy things, you're going to love this woman. Take it away, Aaron Flett.
Hi there, this is Aaron Flett, and I'm a textile designer in Maine, and I believe in design. I believe in Maine made and Maine manufacturing. It all started with one pillow, and as soon as I saw one of my patterns on fabric, it changed everything. I taught myself with my husband how to silk screen downstairs in our basement for 2 years. Then we were featured in Oprah magazine, and after that, that gave me enough confidence to move out of our basement into the Danamort Mill, where we expanded to, I think it was 700 square feet, and hired our first employee. After that, we started hand printing and sewing and selling pillows all the way around the world, really, and started hiring people and just grew our business from there. What really makes us unique is that we hand print and sew everything here in Maine, and we only print what we sell. And I think that flexibility has really been what's been successful for us. We outgrew that space, the Danamort Mill, and we moved upstairs to another larger space and continued to grow. And I think we were up to like 9 or 10 people. We decided to expand into another location here in Gorham, which was a 4,000 square feet space that, for me, it was a game changer and an amazing opportunity because I was able to create this showroom. This is where I'm at right now. Opportunity where I could actually show people my work and then take them upstairs and show them how we made it. But my goal here now is to continue to grow the trade account and the hotel accounts because we have been so successful doing more pillows at one time. And we're actually doing a collaboration with LL Bean that just launched last week, which has been super successful so far, and I'm really excited about it. That has also been a significant game changer as well, because now we are seeing the results of an amazing collaboration and growing our retail and our social media base. This is an amazing opportunity, I feel like, right now, because we also have people in the trade industry that are constantly asking for yardage or more commercial grade fabrics. And I believe coming here, showing them what we can do and expanding into that world just is one way that we can expand our business. The other thing that I wanted to mention that we've been doing that I've been very excited about is our mentor program in the community, where we invite students to come here. We show them around, I tell them my story, and I tell them if they love design and they love art, that they can actually make a career out of it. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity. I think this opportunity with Greenlight Maine could really catapult us in those two different directions and really help us expand into these areas and really scale my business. Thank you so much.
Beautiful job, Erin. Let's kick off the questions with Tara.
Hi, Erin. My question is, how does your mentoring program work? I was very intrigued and wanted to learn more.
Okay, the mentor program works by high schools basically connecting with me, and we usually have them come visit. Usually it could be just a few people or a whole classroom. And I've also had USM, a whole class come as well. And they just basically come and I do a little spiel down here. I talk about the product and then I take them upstairs and show them the process. And I really just answer their questions and just try to encourage them to believe in what they're doing. And if they have any aspirations to do design like what I'm doing, just to let them know that it's possible.
Let's hear from Corky.
Erin, do you think that long-term you're going to have to open up more retail stores?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what our vision is in that realm. I do believe that what I want to focus on is retail online. It's been really successful for me so far. I would love to do more retail, showrooms, but I want to focus on probably online at this moment. But I would love to, I think, someday.
Sandy.
Yeah, Erin, kind of a fundamental question. Why do you think your designs and products have been so successful against other competitors in the market?
I think when you make something from yourself and your story, I think it resonates with people. People can feel the difference when you're trying to sell them something just that they like do with clip art or whatnot, and then something that you actually draw with your hand and that actually has like a main or one of your own stories and people that are inspiring you, and you put that into your art. I do feel like people respond to that. And I also think what I'm doing isn't trend-based. It's one of those patterns that people will gravitate towards because it's timeless. I'm not sure. I think that's pretty much why I think it's been successful.
All right. Well, everybody likes your stuff, and congratulations on your recent launch with LL Bean. We have to take a quick break. When we come back, the next pitch is going to make your mouth water. So grab the cook in your household. They're not going to want to miss this.
I truly believe that if you're going to do something better, you got to start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
Reaching new customers online is hard. You've tried Facebook, Google Ads, email. You even built a website 10 years ago. You're way too busy to focus on digital marketing, and you're not getting results. At Dream Local Digital, that's what we do. We've helped businesses nationwide grow with online marketing. We're the experts. Let us help you.
Welcome back. We are just minutes away from awarding the $100,000. The second finalist came as no surprise. They are a husband and wife team from West Newfield. Welcome, Humphreys BBQ.
Hi, I'm Chad Humphrey, president of Humphreys BBQ Incorporated. My wife Nicole and I started this company back in 2004, and in 2013 we launched our flagship product, the Humphreys BBQ Smoker. We're located in a 6,800 square foot facility in the rural southwestern Maine town of West Newfield, and we employ 13 phenomenally skilled craftspeople. Our customer base is comprised of barbecue enthusiasts, home chefs, barbecue competition teams, restaurants, caterers, food trucks, and food manufacturers. These customers are throughout the whole world. We export heavily to other countries, and we have units in all 50 states.
As Chad mentioned, our flagship product is a reverse flow cabinet style barbecue smoker. We manufacture 9 different sizes. This variety offers something for everyone, including the beginner, backyard, outdoor cooking enthusiast, which makes about 75% of our business, to mid-size units that small businesses like breweries and small mom-and-pop supermarket and delis add to increase their sales. to really large units which attract professional caterers and restaurant owners. I have one of our more popular sizes here. It's called the Battle Box. Here's how the reverse flow works. First, you start with charcoal and wood in the firebox. That creates the heat and the smoke that will rise up into the baffled system that's built within the dual-walled construction. Once it gets to the top, it spills over down through the cooking chamber, hitting the water pan, which pushes moisture back into the meat and eventually exits out the back through the chimney. This reverse airflow design creates a convection style of cooking, making for even temperatures from top to bottom, front to back, and left to right. Our smokers are also insulated. This is what makes them incredibly fuel efficient, enabling outdoor cooking in all climates, including the Arctic Circle and the Florida Keys, all while maintaining consistent temperatures no matter what the outside temperature or humidity level is. It truly can turn anyone into a grand barbecue champion. Plus, they look super cool. Hey Chad, why don't you tell them what we've been up to?
A lot's changed since our first airing of Greenlight Maine. We've launched a very successful barbecue accessory product line, and that works both with our units and other manufacturers. And our sales have increased every month since the airing.
We have very clear goals for the next 12 to 18 months. First, we want to become ISO and NSF certified. This will broaden our sales into a much larger commercial sector. Second, we want to move into a larger facility. And third, we want to continue to grow our new barbecue accessory line. These three things will increase our sales and our production capabilities, which will ultimately allow us to hire more Mainers into high-paying job positions.
You guys are making me hungry. Let's kick off the questions with Sandy.
Geez, I'm hungry too. Okay, so this is great. I assume you guys have been profitable over the past several years because this is a great product and you've been selling a bunch of them. And I'm just curious if you've reached out to more traditional financing sources like banks or investors.
Yes, we actually do have a line of credit with our local bank, and we have reached out to them and other institutions to generate capital. And we also reinvest all our profits back into the business in new technology and machinery so we can even produce more units.
Corky, next question.
I was wondering, it seems that you are now selling through distributors. Do you have any plan to sell direct to customers?
We mostly do sell direct to customers right now. That's probably about 85 to 90% of our business is selling direct to consumer. But it is also good to have other dealers and wholesalers to help us with the larger orders too, and reach areas where freight is a little more costly to get to.
Okay.
Let's hear from Tara.
Hi, you talked about new products, and I'm interested in innovation and your ideas for your product pipeline.
So there's many manufacturers out there that make smokers, as well as us. And we figured how we could capitalize on that would be to create small wares that integrate all manufacturers of smokers. And also it would put us back in front of our existing customers that already have our smokers. So these small wares tie into those different product lines.
Yeah, it allows us to stay right in front of our customers constantly and attract new customers by going after other manufacturers and building supplemental products to their units.
Great job. You guys are such experts in your fields. So best of luck to you both. We need to take a quick break, but when we come back, Nana's Walker never sounded so good. Don't go away.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever, if you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
MTI is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
We're honored to be Greenlight Maine CPA firm sponsor. Maine is home to a range of businesses, from startups that you might see on this program to closely held businesses and organizations that operate internationally. ARB's advisors are providing savvy solutions to complex issues for sophisticated and growing businesses of any size across Maine and throughout New England. And we're doing it the way you want Mainers to, guided by our local, sensible values.
Albin, Randall, and Bennett is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
If you are just joining us now, this is the season finale of Greenlight Maine. Someone is about to walk away with $100,000 cash, and it could be with a walker. Let's welcome ITell Alert.
Every year in the U.S., 2.8 million elderly people are injured from falls. 800,000 are hospitalized, and 27,000 will die from their injuries. By 2030, Medicare and Medicaid will be spending more than $100 billion a year to treat those injuries, but many falls could be prevented if people remember to use their walkers consistently. Now, as an occupational therapist, I've spent the last 13 years teaching seniors ways to stay safe and independent. After years of joking and telling them I was going to find ways to tether their walkers to them, I finally came up with the idea for ITell Alert, because as common as it is for seniors to forget to use their walkers, there's nothing on the market to help them remember. Signs are not effective, and caregivers can't always be there to remind them. ITell Alert is innovative technology that turns any walker into a smart walker. It comes in two parts. One part attaches to the walker. The other is worn by the user. Now, if someone who needs a walker forgets and starts to step away without it, the walker device sends a signal to their ITell wristband, causing lights and vibrations, reminding them to get it. There are more than 2 million walker users in the US alone, and this is growing at a rate of 5.2% annually. So talk about scalability. And there is nothing like ITell on the market, though it's desperately needed. In fact, in a survey of over 50 geriatric care professionals in Maine, 100% stated they felt ITell will benefit seniors, caregivers, and our healthcare system. Because with the remaining baby boomers turning 65 by 2030 and fewer people available to care for them, we were facing a healthcare crisis even before COVID-19, which is why CEOs and directors of large geriatric care companies reached out and offered their help to get ITell to market as soon as possible. And now, in the wake of a pandemic when caregiver contact is limited and seniors' needs are even greater, ITell Alert is essential for their safety. So far, using more than $100,000 in personal funds and MTI grants, we've done a market feasibility study. We have our patent, and we just finished our second round of prototype testing, so we're really close. We're working with engineering experts and a local manufacturer right in Winthrop, Maine. And working with a company like ITell will help them support several of their full-time positions. And I plan to hire at least 5 new full-time positions, because as a lifelong Mainer, it's important to me that ITell provides these opportunities to help support the Maine economy. Now, we're not yet generating large annual revenues, which is precisely why we need the funds from Greenlight Maine. We'll use those funds to finish the project, hire staff, and expand our marketing efforts so we can successfully launch this summer and meet our target to generate $500,000 in revenues by the end of this year. But most importantly, help seniors and caregivers now when they need us most. Winning Greenlight Maine will get us there. Thank you.
Congratulations, Heather. That is a first-in-class device. Great job. All right, kick off the questions with Corky. Go ahead.
Heather, who are your customers and how are you going to get to them?
Sure. So the scalability of this product is pretty significant. So we've created a very comprehensive marketing and sales plan. In our first 6 months, we plan to target the 900 plus long-term care facilities in New England, because within those facilities is our target market, our end users, their caregivers, and especially the geriatric care providers. As a geriatric care provider myself, I know how easy it is to become an ambassador for a lot of the products that help our population.
Okay, Tara.
Hi, I'm really curious about the price of your product, what you anticipate the price to be, and then also do you have a recurring revenue model associated with it?
So we are looking at a retail price of $159, which puts our margins right around 45%. For healthcare devices, they're at about 38% in margins, so we're looking at being right aligned with them even when we incorporate distribution.
And Sandy.
Who's going to pay for these? Is it the user, or have insurance companies stepped up?
Great question. So initially it will be the user who will be paying for this, but our long-term goal is to get enough data collected to show the insurance companies the benefits and validity of the device and ultimately have them pay for them. They currently do pay for 84% of the walkers in the United States. So we anticipate that this will be a great addition to that purchase for them.
All right, great questions and some great answers. We got to take a quick break, but when we come back, our judges are going to talk this out. Don't go away.
I truly believe that if you're gonna do something better, you gotta start by innovating. Think about how to solve for a customer problem in a way that's quicker, different, and more customer-centric. The bank's promise has been fundamentally the same from the beginning till now, and that's ensuring that all that we do is making the lives of our employees, our customers, and the communities better. And it's their better, not what's defined as our better.
We're very proud of the product we make and the way that we make it. The most important features of our original dog vest are in its design. Traditional lenders, they steer away from unproven track records.
In you come.
Hold up. CEI gave us the opportunity to build a track record, show that our future path will be more solid than our past.
Welcome back to the season finale of Greenlight Maine. It's crunch time. We heard from our finalists. They all made a great case for the cash, and now we're going to hear from our judges. And it's important to note that our judges spend time with these companies off camera and take a deep dive into their business. So Corky, let's kick it off with Erin Flett, only because she pitched first.
Yes, I think Erin has done an incredible job so far. I think that she faces a branding and marketing issue that is going to be where a lot of her capital has to go. And she's done a great job on it, but it's only going to get worse. I also think that she's going to really have to wrestle with the idea of opening up retail stores versus just online selling, and that will soak up money too.
Okay, other comments?
I think there's a unique approach that Erin has to the hand printed. There's a market for that where she can charge more than probably some of her competitors, because it sounds like she has a competitive differentiation in how she produces her product, being her own designs and then also hand printing them. And so I think that's a really positive aspect of her product line.
Sure.
I really like her big mission. That she wants to be a global brand, and I think there's some scalability questions when everything's done, pretty much by hand. But I do think that she could be a big brand. It's possible. We have someone like an Angela Adams. Yeah, her collaborations with Ella Bean and integrity and the story is a big part of what makes a brand work. And I have to give her a lot of credit for putting the foundation in place for that.
Sure, she started in her basement and now she's in 4,000 square feet in Gorham. All right, let's move on to Humphreys BBQ.
I guess I'll talk about this one first. I think it's a great company. I mean, I just so much respect for what they're doing here in the state of Maine. I think they've been so successful that I do think they could get some traditional sources of financing, because they're making money, they have profitability, they have history. I'm sure they'd be able to take advantage of the award here, as they all could, but I wonder whether they have other sources.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I really appreciated the global aspect of their brand that they already have going, that they seem like a really safe bet in terms of they have a very stable product line. They already have distribution nailed down. They already have a global platform, and now it's just about scaling. So in terit of investment, it seems like a very good investment.
I think it seems like they know what they're doing from a manufacturing point of view. I think marketing and sales online is going to be where they have to spend a lot of focus now.
Yeah, and they had a very specific ask for the money, which was great. Okay, ITell Alert.
Yeah, I'll kick that one off. To your point, Julene, I think she had a very specific way she was planning on using the money, and she was able to outline that for us. So that gave me really peace of mind around a really good plan, as well as this is a product that the world needs. And so to know that if we were to give the money, then we can see a direct tie to something being released in the market was amazing to think about.
I guess I would go next here and say that I am concerned that the first alert companies that do the aftermarket, why haven't they seen it so far? Maybe because they didn't think it was a market. As soon as they think it's a market, I think there's a chance they'll just jump right in, and they potentially could go around their patents, and and just they're so big that they could slow it down.
Sure, planning needs to be done for that. Okay, Corky, wrap us up.
Having failed many times on trying to manufacture hardware, I know how difficult it is, and so she has a real challenge there. I also think that the nurses are very busy, and getting nurses, getting the hospitals and the nursing home people to actually spend time working with us is going to be a challenge.
Yes, much education is needed. Okay, great discussions. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have our winner. Don't go away.
Whether you're a small business or a big business, whether you're cutting edge or looking at a traditional industry in a whole new way, whether you're on the coast, in the city, a small town, wherever, if you're an organization here in Maine, if you want to innovate, and if you want to grow, we want to support you. We're the Maine Technology Institute.
MTI is a proud sponsor of Greenlight Maine.
The entire season comes down to this moment, but first, we would like to thank Bangor Savings Bank, DECD, MTI, and all of our sponsors. We would also like to thank our director, Chris Bridges, our producers, Nat Thompson, Con Fulham, and Addie Thompson. And of course, all of our Greenlight Maine companies. You have all made Maine proud. All right, here we go. Judges, show us the winner. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Erin. You are the Season 5 winner of Greenlight Maine. How does it feel?
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you. I have worked so long and so hard. My team, thank you so much for everybody that's believed in me. Thank you to the Greenlight team. I'm so shocked. Thank you so much. I am just so sincerely grateful. Thank you so much.
Well, you are so welcome and so deserving, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Sure. Well, that's a wrap for us. Thank you all at home for sticking with us all season long and supporting small businesses in Maine. It is so important. Support local and stay safe. We'll be back next season, and we wish you the best summer possible. Take care.
Greenlight Maine would not be possible without the support of all of our corporate sponsors. Thank you. We would also like to thank our Greenlight Maine Advisory Board.
Greenlight Maine has been a paid-for presentation by the Portland Media Group.